Cory, you're focusing on that CPC number, that cost per click.
Well, first of all, the quarter looks really strong. This business is growing at a really nice pace and getting more and more profitable, and their traffic acquisition costs are falling. A lot of the numbers look good. And one of the numbers that really demonstrates how much people are using Google, how good it is to be Google, is that cost per click number, the click growth. So the clicks on Google's ads are increasing at a pretty dramatic pace, actually, an accelerating pace. So clicks have been increasing, in the 20% range, 26%, 25%, 17%, and then they started picking up here. So they were down to 13%, which is good. But bam, this quarter, 18% growth in clicks. That's really good news for these guys.
And another...
Except... Yes.
Here's the catch.
But. There's always a but with me, right? So the value of those clicks, the value of those ads are getting worse, and a lot worse, and dramatically worse. And right now, Mr. Market doesn't seem to care about that. But there was a belief not too long ago that when we shifted from desktop to mobile, that the value of the clicks would go down. But once we've been in mobile for a while, we'll stop seeing the degradation of the value of the clicks. Well, look at that number. It broke our chart. Heck, the 11% is hanging there right on top of the label.
Wow.
Literally
that actually says a lot.
It was so bad.
It was so bad it broke our chart. Can you imagine? So that 11% that to me is a very bad number. I mean, there are analysts out there. Great analysts. Gene Munster thinks that some days mobile clicks will be worth more than desktop clicks. We are going so far.
So this is a very sort of long-term, potentially existential threat to Google. This idea that they were great for the era when we all surged, but now with apps and people don't really click on mobile ads, this is a real problem.
So we don't see the effect of apps in today's numbers, right? The world of apps where you don't, when you're looking for OpenTable, you don't go to Google, search for OpenTable, and go to OpenTable. You just go to the app, or you go to the Uber app, and you never interact with Google. We don't see the impact of that much in these numbers. But we do see that the value of mobile ads continues to massively erode, and that's bad news.
What the other...
good
There's
stuff.
a new CFO.
Yes,
right?
It's the first quarter of the new CFO.
And so there was Julie mentioned there's talk of cutting costs a little bit. But you want to look at
no, she mentioned, Julie mentioned that in the press release, that she was talking about discipline with resources. Did we learn anything from the report about that?
So it's only her first quarter there, and she's not ruffling too many feathers, I would imagine. I can only hope. But you see the change in Google's headcount. So Google increased headcount once again. But they got up, when they headcount, they got up to 57,412 people at the end of the quarter. And yes, that is more people than Google has ever employed for getting the Motorola acquisition. We might even call that a mistake. But this is the slowest rate of increase that Google has seen in years, 3.1% year over year. And that's the slowest rate of increase of headcount that we've seen in years for Google.